Welcome back to the Analyst Analysis.
My name is Pavlos from Section 7.
And I am Omar from Section 7.
Today we're going to talk about a movie set in South Korea called Parasite, which explores the theme of class structure. The director Bong Joon-ho created a movie based on a true story that is about a poor family living underground, trying to get hired for service jobs by firing the old staff from the wealthy family.
That's right. After watching the movie Parasite, the director applied a Marxist lens, and we discovered that the movie develops the theme of class structure.
So, Omar, how does the movie portray the theme of class structure?
In Bong Joon-ho's movie Parasite, class structures are revealed to the use of lighting and camera shots. And for example, in one scene in Parasite, Mr. Kim is driving Mrs. Park home, and she is talking to her friend about and is saying that the rain was a blessing, while it flooded Mr. Kim's home and many others. And the lighting was dark and gloomy, and the close-up shot was used on Mr. Kim to show how sad and mad he was. The lighting was dark and gloomy, signifying sadness. The camera shot was close-up, and it was used to show Mr. Kim's expression, which showed that he was angry and sad. The mood of Mr. King is sad and angry, and Mrs. Park's tone was happy and excited. The setting is revealed to be in the Park family's car, and Mrs. Park is revealed to be very unobservant and is a happy person, while Mr. Kim is revealed to be very sad and angry, but has self-control and not attacking Mrs. Park. The theme that is developed is class structures. And this relates to many poor families losing their homes due to floods and rain, causing them to live in a shelter. Thus, by the use of lighting and camera shots in Bong Joon-ho's movie Parasite, class structure was revealed.
That's perfect. I was really hooked when you were able to analyze and talked about how Mrs. Park thought it was blessing for the rain to happen.
Thank you, Pavlos. How about your analysis? What did you identify about class structure?
The identification of class structure was portrayed in the first scene of the movie through the camera angle and motion. In the first scene of the movie with the window, the camera was going down slowly, starting from the top. The director used the correct camera angle and movement in the scene, which symbolized that the poor family is living underground. The camera shot that starts from high to low indicates that the higher someone is equal to more power, and the lower is equal to less power. Additionally, in the scene with the window, it is clear that the outside world is horrible and has a negative feeling to the public eye. Therefore, the setting is revealed as unsatisfactory, and it is considered for the poor people. Also, through the use of camera angles and the facial expressions, the mood of the family is determined as unsatisfactory. Furthermore, this develops the theme of socioeconomic status being low. The family does not get the amount of satisfaction in their way of living compared to richer people. Thus, via the camera angle and motion, class structure was developed in the first scene of the movie.
Good job, Pablo. I enjoyed the part when you were able to explain how class structures are revealed by using the famous window in the Kim's house.
Thanks, Omar. So, combining our work, what do you think can be concluded about class structure?
Well, we both use camera angles and facial expressions to show an example of class structures. And the proof is that you said, through the use of the camera angles and the facial expressions, the mood of the family is determined as unsatisfactory. And I said the camera shot was close up, and it was used to show Mr. Kim's expression, which showed that he was angry and sad.
Yeah, I agree with you for the fact that we both used camera angles and facial expressions in analysis. However, a difference is that you use lighting to signify class structure in the scene. That lighting was dark and gloomy, signifying sadness, whereas I used motion instead.
You're very much correct. I said that you use motion to signify class structures, while I used the lighting. And what did you learn about?
I learned about class structure in terms of what it means and how it is applied in a movie. How about you?
Well, I learned that class structure happens everywhere no matter what. And class structures happen by accident in most of the scenarios. We all probably showed class structure by accident.
That's great. Well, I think that's the end of our podcast.
I think so too. Remember to subscribe and keep the notifications on for more Analyst Analysis podcasts.
Goodbye.